Hello, OMG. Welcome back to my channel. So excited that you are here. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I appreciate you. It's Jody Dunn. I'm coming at you with a new video this week. I told you in Tuesday's video, I won't be doing a video next week, but I might bring you one later this week. And that is exactly what I am doing. I am trying to prepare my house because I'll be hosting Christmas Day and Christmas Eve. And so I need to tidy up, do some cleaning, and I thought I would share it with you. If you're new and you just found me, so happy that you are here. Would you please say hello to me and let me know that you are new down in the comments so I can welcome you to the channel and say hello back to you. And if you're already subscribed, thanks so much for coming back to another video. So my hope for posting this video is if you have some last minute Christmas prep to do, you can just put me on in the background and work alongside with me, and maybe I'll be a little company for you. So I'm going to be getting 4 rooms in my house just kind of tidied up and cleaned up. I'll probably do, I didn't film like bathroom cleaning, so obviously I'm doing that for preparing for all of the guests on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day as well. But the dining room just does not get used very often, but it definitely will get used when we have people over. So I need to get rid of some of the clutter that was sitting in here and get everything cleaned up. I have my wine glasses up here. These are very nice wine glasses that I got as gifts when we got married. And probably about the only time they get used is during the holidays. The china's not going to get used. I only have 8 place settings and I'll have 20 plus people in my house. So we are definitely keeping it easy and using paper plates. But I'm just going to clean around the china. I am going to actually wash the wine glasses. Like I said, I know they'll get used. They just get dusty sitting here. Like, I don't have an alternative for them. I want to display them. I want to keep them out here. But in doing that, it does make them dusty once they sit for a little while. And then I looked up and I was like, oh, it's not super dusty, but it's a little dusty. So let me clean the chandelier real quick. Should have done that before I clean the table because I'm going to have to wipe the table off again. So I'm going to hand wash all. I don't even trust to put them in the dishwasher because they're just nice. Most of them are lined with gold and I don't think they're dishwasher safe, but I don't know. I got them 28 years ago. So anyways, we're going to hand wash these all up so I can get them ready for anybody that wants to have a glass of wine. And let me tell you, it has been a hot minute since I have hand washed dishes. I've had my dishwasher now for just a year and a half. Oh my gosh, I appreciate and I am so grateful for that dishwasher so much. I hand wash dishes for the last 11 years in this house. And when we lived in our other house, we didn't have a dishwasher either. So for all my life, I've hand washed dishes. Year and a half now, I got a dishwasher to do the work and I love it. My mom had bought me this box of plastic silverware quite a while ago when we were doing some type of family get-together. There's so much silverware in here. Then she bought me a whole nother one. I'm like, Mom, it's too much. I was hoping I was going to be able to fit everything in this little one that I'll put on the counter for people, but I could not. So I'm just going to keep it out because it will probably need to be refilled after Christmas Eve for Christmas Day. My mom is definitely more is more. She bakes Christmas cookies usually every year, but she decided she was going to go ahead and order some Christmas cookies this year. Just a couple of varieties. She ordered 5 dozen sugar cookies. 5 dozen. I said, Mom, we don't have that many people. Why did you order? We could have just done 1 dozen. She's making 7-layer bars, which are my favorite. Of course, the kids love the sugar cookies, but we don't need 5 dozen. I'm like, oh. So anyways, I'm going to have so many cookies and so much silverware. I bought this table runner from Hobby Lobby last year and never used it. I'm going to use it this year. It's so cute, and it's actually reversible. So I actually really like this side. I feel like it's neutral for any time of year, except for it has snowflakes on it. But I can definitely keep it out for all of the winter time. The other side has like reindeers and trees and stuff. I'm going to use the other side. I just think it is absolutely adorable. And if you didn't notice, I didn't do any decorating in my dining room this year just because we don't use this room very often. So I'm just putting out a couple of things, and I have a super cute centerpiece that I'll put on the table. But I got this tree last year, and I'm just bringing it out again. I had it over here last year, and it's just super duper cute. It came with little mini ornaments and lights and everything. Funny enough, my husband said, "Oh, I really like that tree. When did you get that?" And I said, "Last year. It was in this same spot last year." He goes, "Oh, I don't remember it." The card table and chairs I'm going to leave right in this room because we're going to need them anyways. But I'm going to take the high chair down in the basement and store it because Miss Violet, she's so big now. She is my 1-year-old granddaughter, and she much prefers, you can kind of see the booster seat I have attached to the dining room chair there. She prefers to sit at the table with everybody else like a big girl. But of course she needs a booster seat. She does not want to sit in her high chair anymore. I have no idea if Grayson is planning on having any more children, so I'm just going to save it just in case. One thing I'm so excited about is Christmas morning breakfast. I will leave a video linked down in the description box where I actually made it because I was craving it like, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks ago. So I'm going to be doing a super yummy egg casserole and some sausage balls. I can't wait for that breakfast. I'm excited for dinner as well, but can't wait for the breakfast. Let me know what you are making for Christmas morning breakfast, or if you do anything special for Christmas morning breakfast. And I'm also excited. We're having ham, and my mom's making Catherine potatoes, which are so yummy. But she's also making liver pate. Oh, it's my absolute favorite. I'm the only one in my family that likes liver pate. But I get so excited. She only makes it around Christmas time, so can't wait for that too. You can see the windowsill was pretty dirty. So was the window in here because, you know, Tom and Clark like to come over here and look out the window, and it just gets all gunked up. So I'm just going to give this a quick clean as well. One thing I feel like I was super fortunate at when I was a child, that I definitely didn't appreciate when I was a child. The windowsill is all clean now. My stepfather, he passed away just about a year ago. He owned a fine dining restaurant, and being a restaurant owner is, again, something I didn't realize as a child, such hard work. But anyways, because it was fine dining, I was exposed as a young child to a lot of different foods that my kids really weren't exposed to the way I was. And like I said, I didn't appreciate it as a child. I still was pretty traumatized when they made me and my sister try, what is it called? Oysters. I had to run to the bathroom at the restaurant and spit it out, and I have never tried them again. But I have a palate for a lot of different types of foods because of the exposure I had when I was a child, and I'm so grateful for that. One thing I will absolutely not eat, and I do not like at all, are mushrooms. That's like the one thing that I'm like, no. Let me share with me, what is one thing that you are like, no, I absolutely cannot eat that. All right, so happy. These are all fresh and clean, and I've got them all back up here. I'm going to put together the centerpiece for my table. Now, this is real, so it actually has to be watered, and I was just checking the water level. My aunt actually sent this to my mom, but my mom gave it to me because I'll be hosting Christmas. Nobody will be at her house, which was so sweet. And it is just absolutely beautiful. It came with this little lantern that you put batteries in and light up. And then it has a string of lights. So I can't wait to see my Aunt Tina. She actually lives about 4 hours from us. So she usually sends my mom like a Christmas centerpiece every year, which is very kind of her. And my mom sometimes will just give it to me if I'm hosting. And I haven't seen my Aunt Tina for Christmas time. I've seen her this year, but haven't seen her for Christmas time because of one thing or another. Somebody always getting sick or something the last few years. So I'm so excited I get to see her this year. But look at how pretty this is. And I did water it. Oh, isn't it so beautiful? I just absolutely love it. I'm going to show you the night view, and I left the background noise in because the girls were singing karaoke, and I thought it was so adorable. Wasn't that cute? So here's the view from the day. The dining room is all picked up, other than that extra silverware over there, and ready to host for Christmas and Christmas Eve. All right, I'm going to move on to my next room, which is my front living room. Needs to be picked up. It's got some toys laying around from the grandkids being over recently. And I'm just going to do like a quick dusting of everything and a vacuum and get everything put back in its place. Whenever I try to pet Tom, Clark has to come running in jealousy. Anyways, nobody will probably use this room when I'm hosting, except for probably the grandkids. They love to come in here and play with their toys and things. So I'm just going to give it a quick dusting, like I said, get the floor cleaned up, pick up anything that shouldn't be here, except for this stuff I'm not picking up. I'm going to move it and dust around it. And then I'm going to put it back. Probably about 90% of the stuff on here is Viviana's. She likes to come in here sometimes and play games on the computer, and she's left a few candy wrappers or empty water bottles sitting in here. And she is at practice right now, not volleyball, bowling practice right now. So when she comes back, I will have her pick up her mess and clean that up. But at least I got the desk all dusted off. I'm not sure what happened to this window. Can you see? It's like, I don't know, a big something, like something spilled down it almost. So I'm going to clean that up. What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey. Hey. Are you going under the tree? Hey. 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 And I'm not going to do the floor in here on this day. I'll do that probably Christmas Eve morning. I'll do like my kitchen and my foyer and in here so that it's all fresh and clean when the guests arrived. And Clark, you know, you ever heard the saying like your animals are literally up your butt? Yeah, Clark was literally up my butt. Clarky. He was standing so close to me that my butt hit him right in the nose. Oh, my goodness. Oh, that dog, he's so funny. He just has to be by somebody, usually me. Or Donna Jean. He loves Donna Jean. So other than mopping the floor, I'll be all finished in this room. It was a pretty quick tidy, and it looks presentable enough to have company now. Like I said, we won't be using this room. We just didn't want a bunch of things laying on the desk and a bunch of things laying on the floor. Now we're in the basement, and this room has kind of become a little bit of a mess. I have some of my couponing stuff that I need to put away, and the grandkids also love to come down here and play whenever I have them. They like to use my shopping cart right here and put products from the shelf in it, which I think is so darn cute. So I'm just going to work on getting this area picked up for a couple of reasons. I could have just left it. However, I probably will have people down here on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Last year I had my nieces come down and fill up some bags full of product that they could take home. I have, well, two of them now that are in college, so love to be able to help give them some personal care items and things that they need. And then on Christmas Day, I'll have my sister-in-laws over and my husband's sisters. I don't get to see them all that often, so I'll probably have them come down and fill up some bags of stuff that they can take with them as well. And like I said, my grandkids love to come down in the basement and play. And that means usually an adult has to come down with them. So I'd rather there not be a whole bunch of things all over the floor when whichever adult it is comes down here with them when they want to play. So I'm just going to get it all picked up and nice and tidy. And a lot of times when I'm busy, if I'm out couponing or I'm filming a couponing video, if you are new and you didn't know, I am an extreme couponer. I have my couponing channel is always linked down in the description box. Sometimes I will just put the bags of stuff that I get down on the floor. And when I know I got people coming over, it gives me a really good excuse to get everything put away and organized. And it just always feels so much better when everything is in its place and I can find things. And also for couponing, I can know if I'm running low on something, which I'm sure by looking at this, you wouldn't think I'm running low on anything. But of course, there are particular products that we personally prefer to use. And so I always try to keep an eye on that because then I will start running low on certain things and I know what to look for deals for. And I love couponing so much. It's definitely a passion of mine. That's why I have a couponing channel. I can be super picky with the products we use, and so can the girls, because mom can get everything for super duper cheap, but usually for free. So I have a particular kind of toilet paper I like to use. I've been couponing for a long time. I did take a break for quite a few years, and I can remember going to the grocery store when I would be buying groceries and we'd need toilet paper, and I would just pick up like the cheapest thing, especially nowadays in the economy that we're in. Like everybody is trying to save some money getting household essentials or groceries. You can't coupon really for food items too much, but couponing for all my household needs definitely opens up the budget for food. So I love that. But anyways, I don't look for the cheapest. I just look for how can I work my favorite toilet paper into my couponing deal so that I can get it for super cheap or for free. Sometimes when I'm out shopping and I see people with like big things of laundry and big things of toilet paper and paper towel, and I know they're paying full price for it, I just want to have a heart attack. But I don't, and I know that most people will not coupon because it definitely does take work. It's way easier nowadays because you can do so much just with digital coupons that are free from your phone. It's actually, I haven't been using hardly any paper coupons recently. I just know how to look for the good deals at the drugstores. That's where we get the best deals and utilize the free coupons that they give me. Nothing paper, all digital. But a lot of people just won't take the time to learn how to do it, and they'll pay full price. But I'm not one of those people. I'm not paying full price. And I know I have a lot of viewers from outside of the United States, and couponing just, I don't even think it's available, or it's very different than it is in the United States. If you're in the United States and you want to learn how to coupon, definitely go check out my couponing channel. Would love to help you save money. Even if you're saving 40 or 50% on your laundry soap and your paper towel and your toilet paper and things like that, that's a huge win. So I'm getting close to being finished with the basement. I just wanted to give the whole floor a really good vacuum. So I did pull out my corded Shark vacuum. I love my cordless vacuum, and it's so easy to work with. But the corded vacuums are just always going to be a little bit more powerful than a cordless vacuum. I have two cordless vacuums actually. And one is a Shark and the other one is a different brand. And I love them both. But like I said, the corded vacuum just is a touch a bit stronger. And it's been a while since I've brought the corded vacuum downstairs. I have used the cordless vacuum. So just wanted to bring it down here and give everything just the best vacuum that I could possibly give it. Because it does get dusty down here. The back room gets real dusty because the furnace is back there and the water softener. But it does get dusty back in this finished part as well. And as I was vacuuming, I was like, dang, I'm not even done. And the whole canister is almost filled up already. So I'm just going to go ahead and empty this real quick, put it back on here, and finish up. I only had just this little section left here to vacuum. And then I do want to get the stairs really good too, because even more so than the floor in here, we walk up and down the stairs a lot. And so those it tracks just a lot of dirt and things like that, even though we don't usually wear our shoes in the house. And Tom is forever walking down here. He loves to come hang out in the basement. And the little stinker also likes sometimes to use the wood poles over here as a scratching post. So they just needed to be vacuumed. And this is what it picked up just from that little area left and from all of the stairs. And now the basement is all finished and presentable enough for me in case anybody does come down here. And if you watched my basement declutter, I decluttered the back room, the unfinished part. I'm going to be decluttering the finished part as well in the new year. I already saw like a whole bunch of things, but I just didn't have time to bag it up and take it to the donation center. So now we're going to work on my kitchen. It just needs to be picked up. It's got a lot of stuff hanging around on the counters per normal. So I'm just going to get the counters all cleared off and deep cleaned. Of course, I'll do a wipe down on the morning of Christmas Eve, but I'm just going to get them cleared off and deep cleaned right now. I hope this video was helpful and maybe just keeping you company while you're also wrapping up some last minute things. I was really hoping to get this up on Friday, but I had a couple of things going. Viviana had to have an oral surgery. She had to have a tooth exposed. Apparently, it's a fairly common thing, but I had never heard of it before. She has a tooth that's kind of growing sideways based on the x-rays, and it's just never come all the way down and broken through the gum. So she had to have that done. And then I got to babysit my grandbabies on Friday. So I just wasn't able to get all of the editing done so that I could post it on Friday. So you're going to see it early on Saturday. And while I'm doing all the tidying and getting things ready downstairs, I had the girls working upstairs, cleaning their bathroom, making sure their rooms were all picked up and tidy and all of that good stuff.
Want to see my room in the bathroom?
Oh, yes, just a moment.
And I have clothes that I don't want anymore. I kind of like cleaned my closet a little bit.
You did?
Yeah.
Very nice. So the clothes that we're donating?
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful.
Viv didn't clean any of the bathroom.
Do you want this?
Yes.
Why do you want that? Okay. I tell you, Donna Jean has become quite the little declutterer. She was the one that had the hardest time letting go of things when we very first decluttered her bedroom. Of course, she helped me with all of it and deciding what to keep and what not to keep. And now she'll just randomly go through. I don't know if you could hear her. I went through my closet and I have a bag full of clothes that I don't want anymore. So we're just donating those. I didn't even ask her to do that. I just asked her, get your bathroom clean and make sure your room is tidy. So that is absolutely awesome. And I feel like one of the keys to that was that I did not pressure her to get rid of things. I was very patient with her. We did it on her time frame, and then she's been watching me declutter things and get rid of things and getting the house tidier. And so it's almost just become like a second nature where she'll just randomly, like once every 4 to 6 weeks, it seems like now, she'll just go through, and sometimes it's only 2 items and sometimes it's 8 items. And she'll be like, Mom, I don't need these anymore. These don't fit. I don't want these, whatever the case may be. And she's just ready to get rid of them. And I love it so much. All right. Yes, I'm going to work on my plants for just a second. You know I love my plants. I got some acrylic window shelves. This is like the best window I have in my house that gets the best light. And I do have a couple of my plants up on my floating shelves, but I can't fit all of them that I have. And I have some smaller pots. So I got these clear acrylic plant stands from Amazon, and they just suction cup in. And I'm going to put a couple of my smaller ones up there to get them off of the ledge. And I'm just a little bit slightly nervous about them only being held up by suction cups. So I got ones that have like a reinforcement little ledge underneath. Those are just suction cupped on as well. So let's hope. They've been up now by the time I'm editing this for 3 days. And everything seems fine. So I'm crossing my fingers that they just stay steady. I was going to try to put this bigger pot up there, but I would have only been able to fit that one, and it almost was not big enough. So this is what it looks like, and I think it's just the perfect spot for my little planters. And it came with a set of 2. So if I want to use the second one, I can put that up as well. All right, I am almost finished. I'm going to shake this rug out real quick, and I'm going to throw it in the washing machine, and I'm going to replace the rug first. I'm going to vacuum around. This is a very high traffic area because it's basically where everybody comes in the house, so it always gets filled with dirt and just dirt. So I'm going to vacuum everything up here real quick, get the baseboards vacuumed as well to get any of the dust off. And then I'm going to just put my Christmas rug down there so that when you walk in, you see the Christmas rug. I had ordered 2 Christmas rugs from Amazon last year. And Clarky was just a teeny little puppy at that point, and he basically ruined the one that was right here. I think he peed on it a couple of times, and my husband just ended up throwing it away. He's fully potty trained, of course, by now. It actually didn't take that long. But there was something about rugs that he would pee on them. So anyways, this one probably isn't the best one to put here just because it's really meant to be seen. Like it was, I had this one under my sink last year, and I could have switched the 2 rugs, but I'm just going to keep it here. I just want you to see something Christmassy when you walk in the house, but I love this rug, and I actually threw it in the washer, and it washed up beautifully. My mom had just stopped by to drop a couple of things off, and her friend made this table runner, so I thought it was super cute, and that was so nice of her. It's a little bit small for this table, but I think it looks pretty good. And, you know, I don't know. It was just so darn sweet of her to make it. I don't know if she meant to make it for me or if my mom was just like, I don't have any place to put it. I'm going to give it to Jody. But here it is. It's nice and Christmassy and pretty, so I've got it on the table. All right, the kitchen is all cleared up, tidy-free, clutter-free, other than I do have a small pile on the counter that I will get rid of before Christmas Eve. Thanks so much for spending some time with me today. I appreciate you so much. Remember, I won't see you next week, but I'll see you the following week. I hope you have the merriest Christmas and a big happy new year to you. Hope you enjoy lots of time with family. And my Saturday morning is going to be spent getting all of my wrapping done and clearing out my foyer. All right, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. I'm going to see you again soon. Have a great day. Bye.